Hey guys, Tisha here, and we are back for another Sister Wives Season 18 review. Let me start off by saying that I apologize that you're just going to be seeing this because I tried to upload a rewatch for season 5 earlier, and it was only an 18-minute long video, and after 3 hours it only uploaded 40%. So I can only imagine how long this is going to take because it's Sunday, and for some reason on Sundays YouTube doesn't like me. But I'm here, and hopefully you'll like the review. We're gonna break this up into a couple of parts, and I'm telling you now, I'm saving Meri for the end. So if you just came for little certain parts, read the transcript and scroll past because I'm saving Meri for the end. We begin this episode with Christine saying that she feels like it's gonna be, or it could be, easy for Janelle to fix things with Kody, but the complications come in from how he treated her kids because that dynamic is a lot more complicated. I feel like there is no fixing it, in my opinion, but the things that Janelle says and what she does contradict one another. We'll go into that a little further as we talk about the rest of the episode. We then see Mykelti announcing that she's pregnant with twins. And even though Christine is super excited in this scene, it didn't do anything for me because at this point she's given birth to those twins. So they could have left the scene out, or maybe they need to tell them to stop disclosing so much to us. But it's just like, okay, we already know that she's had these twins. Tony is shocked, and Christine points out that even though, you know, it's going to be a lot, that you have us and that she'll be there to help because she lives there now. Christine grew up in fear of hospital births because of the polygamous culture, but this isn't something that she feels like her children need to worry about. Mykelti wanted to have another home birth with midwives, but the midwife let her know that they won't do it because with her having twins, that would be considered a high risk birth, and they don't like doing home births for that. She's disappointed because she wants to have the baby at home, but with everything that happened with her first child and how intense it was, her husband Tony didn't want her to do a home birth anyways, and he was completely against it. So he's happy that they're going to be doing a birth at the hospital, and she's decided to go with the same doctor that Christine used for Truly. We then have Truly and Isabel. They're at Kody's house, and they're doing a celebration for Truly's 12th birthday party. I do believe that part of this was for the cameras, but Truly was excited. Robin talks about how nice it is to have the family experience, even though at this point you're not having a family experience because it's your family and Truly and Isabel. Let me guess, the other people who live in Flagstaff were invited. I'm not buying this kumbaya moment because these are the same people, Robin and Kody, who weren't even coming to see Truly or inviting her over to the house, even though that they knew Christine was leaving. But they'll do anything to make us believe that they're doing their part. Robin points out that one of the cool things about Truly is she doesn't even have memories without Robin and her kids, and to her that's so sweet because the other kids experienced how great it was before Robin came along, and Truly never experienced that. So Truly is okay with the bare minimum that she gets from her father. We find out that Isabel lives in North Carolina with Maddie and Caleb, and despite Maddie not interacting with her father, that Isabel still interacts with him. Kody says that since the divorce, there's a strain. It involves whether there's trust there or not. There was a strain before that. Kody has a way of rewriting things, but I feel like a lot of the strain came when he didn't go to his daughter's surgery. And as a result, you hurt your child. She was seen in confessionals bawling, and it's easier for her to suppress it because she does not like dealing with the pain of that moment where her father wasn't there for her. He said that Truly is fine, but Isabel seems to be uncomfortable a lot of the times. As I said earlier, that's because she's hurt and she's walking on eggshells with him. That relationship, as Isabel lets us know in her confessional, they were never 100% that great. And I feel like because she's seen what's transpired with her other siblings, she doesn't want to be eliminated or kicked out or not welcome to the home. So she's not saying some of the things that she may want to say. Kody says that his goal was that the family would be under one roof. We see a flashback from 2018 where he presented the one home thing, and all it reminded me was of how manipulative Kody is, because he planned that before they even left, before they even really moved to the area. He was looking at people who do blueprints and stuff so that he can get some imaging and all that done for this house. So it's not like he wasn't already planning this. And he did this knowing that his wives, mainly Christine, told him multiple times that she had no desire to be in one home. Robin then asks Isabel if she goes to church with Maddie and Caleb. And I'm like, okay, Robin, why do you want to know? Are you going to go to church? Kody then says that they haven't been to church and he would be embarrassed to go to church in Utah because of the shame that he has. And they also haven't been to church in Flagstaff. They haven't been to church, when you think about it, in years, because remember, they were having church in their house and stuff. So Kody is struggling because he's in limbo. Kody then mentions, because one of the producers asks about Maddie, that he has not heard from Maddie in a while. He doesn't know what happened, but during the breakup, when Christine was divorcing him, that she stopped reaching out. Janelle says that it's not just because Christine divorced him, that Maddie doesn't call him because she doesn't know what's going on with her father. She doesn't know who he is. She has children that she has to protect, and she doesn't want that around them. Robin then talks about how she can't understand why the kids are hanging out with their siblings, why they're so separated. And I just don't understand why this continues to be confusing for Robin, when it's because of her and Kody. If they cannot see their faults and stop playing the victim, they will forever be doomed. We then see Janelle and Gabe, and they're at Garrison's home, where we know that Gabe and Garrison are going to be living together. Gwen decided that she wasn't going to stay there. She's never lived with them before, so she just thought it would be best if she didn't. They gave her these boxes and soil and all this other stuff as a gift to her for her birthday. She has no yard, and planting and gardening and stuff makes her happy, so this was a very considerate gift of her son's. Her husband would never do that. Why didn't he offer to let her do that at Robin's house? Gabe has always enjoyed doing this with her. We find out that she hasn't went out with Kody since her birthday, which at this point was a month ago. She said they're friendly, but there's no connection. They talk about how Kody is and the things that he said, and Gabe mentions that he doesn't want to have anything to do with the older children because once they're older, he doesn't need him. Basically, the bottom line is that Kody is only concerned about the little ones, no matter how he tries to say it and spin it. Kody says his obligation shifts. If the relationship goes bad, then what you do is you get your own place. And if you can't come in my house and respect me, then you don't belong in my house. Janelle is better than me, because the fact that he is saying that his children are not welcome in his house, I would not have a single conversation with Kody until he apologized to him. Kody says so many hurtful things, and he continues to get away with it. And I feel like it's ridiculous at this point that no one really holds him to the fire. Janelle lets us know that she has not talked to Meri or Robin since that whole blow up outside that happened in front of them. And at this point, it has now been a year. They have not sought her out, and she has not sought them out. And she's okay with that. She said that her and Robin never connected at a friend level, that they were team players, that There's a 10-year difference, that she has never had anything in common with her. She then says Meri and her were also team players, that their personalities didn't agree, but she tolerated her. We then hear Janelle's dumbass, yes, I cursed, say that she wants to put greenhouses on the property at Coyote Pass. Take another sip. When she said that, I spit out my water. Because Janelle wants us to think that she's leaving Kody, but she's not leaving Kody. It sounds all good. Yeah, we're separated. There's a reason why she's not using the word divorce and she keeps saying separated. She has no desire to leave Kody. A part of her is kind of doing like Meri, but she's doing a really good job of showing us that she's not being like Meri. Why are you talking about being on a property with them when you don't want to have anything to do with them? You just told us that you haven't seen or spoken to the other wives in a year, and you want to live on a property with them? That doesn't make any sense. Sell it and buy something out there in Flagstaff where you apparently want to be. Why are you playing around about this? Why would you want to live with them? Kody says that they're going to pay off the property at some point. Janelle keeps pestering him about it, and it's not helping the situation. He'll do it eventually. So basically, he's going to string her along and have her put some money into it, and he might put some money into it too. They got a year to do it. Janelle is better than me, because I would go a step further than pestering him, like to the point where I'd be suing him and suing Robin and forcing them to either pay that property or give her back the money that she invested into Robin, because all those paintings, all those vehicles, the ATVs, all this crap that Kody buys, the new ring that he has, all of that could have went to the property. Kody then lets us know that him and Robin still intend to build there. It's always about him and Robin. Notice he didn't include Meri in that statement. We then get to Meri. According to Meri, the past few years of their anniversary and her birthday, Kody has done nothing for her. It's been a formality for them. So it was their anniversary. He didn't call or text her or anything like that. It was in the afternoon, so she decided to call him to say happy anniversary and ask if they could go on a drive or go out to eat or something. So Meri's desperation is real at this point. His response to her was he was watching the kids and he's going to have to ask Robin. So you mean to tell me this person that Meri is supposedly so close to, the wife that she's always so connected to, the wife who forgets to invite her to Easter functions and who forgets to call her and check on her and brings by the kids just to kind of keep her on that string, the one who helps her speak to Kody because, you know, she needs a mediator, couldn't remind him about their anniversary or her friend's birthday? Kody tells us that when Meri called and asked if we're going to do anything for her, I mean our anniversary, I said I was watching the kids. But Kody lied, because he then tells us, I just needed a reason to think. And I needed a reason to say no if I thought it wasn't the right thing to do. Who believes that? Just say no. Say no, I have no desire to go. Now, you all know that as soon as he got off that phone, he told Robin, and Robin told him he better go. He then calls her back, even though he already let us know that he had no desire to really go and celebrate with her. And he said, let's go out to dinner. These are a part of the crumbs that he sometimes gives her that makes her feel like there could be hope. And I know that the gutter rat Robin told him to do it. That Nike check eyebrow having heifer continues to drop crumbs for Meri. We don't get to see them go to dinner. That's how you know it wasn't planned. But we find out that while at dinner, he made references to faking a relationship. No. He said faking relationships. When you say relationship, ships, that means plural. That means more than one. So even though in this instant he's just directing it towards Meri, he maybe had a Freudian slip and made it plural. Or maybe she interpreted it wrong. I'm going to go with the fact that he meant to say it the way he said it, which was in the plural, which was in multiples, which was not just him and Meri, but him and Janelle as well. She said she wanted clarity because for some reason Meri doesn't understand English, and the gutter rat wasn't there to interpret for her. So he gestured with his fingers and was like, basically between me and you. And he said this. This is what I'm calling fake. Us right here, this, me and you, Meri, we're faking it. So he was willing to put out a fake anniversary post with Christine, and he was willing to do something with her if she wanted to do something. But this dinner with Meri is torture to him. He doesn't want to fake it because he doesn't like Meri. He can't even tolerate Meri at this point. He told her he doesn't know why she even bothered calling him to say happy anniversary. She said, because it's our anniversary. And he said, but we're not married, and paused, and then said, we're not living as a married couple. Meri claims that in that moment, she realized that he stopped himself from saying, but they're not married. She appeared to be shocked. And she said after all these years that that's how he felt. She's shocked by that. And I'm shocked that she's shocked. She went to kiss him and he moved away from her. She hasn't been in rotation for him to come over in years, let alone sleep at her house in even more years. He stopped being intimate with her. He divorced her ass 4 years after being with Robin. He suggested that when she was talking about moving her business to Utah, that she do it permanently. Why is she so confused? Is she this brainwashed? Is she this tied to her religion? Meri needs to know that this day is just another day to him, and his actions have shown for years that she does not matter to him. Kody has no desire to have a relationship with Meri, and she's over here thinking about continuing to live like they've lived, or maybe terminating the relationship. Terminate the relationship. Tink, he don't want you. He doesn't want to be with you. He is not interested from anything from Meri except that monthly spousal support that he gets whenever she puts money into the property or into him and Robin's account. Kody lets us know that right before their 25th anniversary, which was 7 years ago, that they were in a bad place. This is around the time that she asked him to stop staying at her house. That through counseling that we know he never listened to, and his otherwise recommendation, he thought that he should try and fix it. So you have to listen to Kody's words, because he didn't say that I loved her and I wanted to make this work. I did counseling and I realized that I want to fight for this. He felt obligated to make it work. Which is why it never worked, because he truly didn't want it to work. He said it took him a long time and he just didn't see it working. Kody knew that counseling. When he was doing the counseling, he wasn't taking her back. You could tell by how they were sitting at the thing. And Nancy was trash for continuing to make Meri go through that, even though she knew too that he wasn't going to take her back. Meri lets us know that she doesn't know why he always says that, because she never kicked him out. She did not pack up his things. She did not tell him she never wanted to see him again. All she told him was that she wanted a break. But there he is, and he's saying that she kicked him out. She then lets us know that he told her, you don't understand, Meri. This is never going to happen. Your life is not one that I want to insert myself in. She then lets us know that that's the first time he ever told her that. I do not think that Meri was as clueless as she tries to make us feel like she was. I think that she was confused because despite how much pain he's brought her, despite how he's treated her, she still loves him. She saw how he was with her, but between the breadcrumbs that he gives her and Robin in her ear saying things like, be patient, he'll come around. He talks about you being on the property, hanging here with me, and all that other false hope that she gives her, she still was holding on. For whatever reason, Meri needed to hear him say it, and he has said it. So I need Meri to find out how, at this point, she can be spiritually released. Meri says that she thought that he loved her, that she used to need a lot of reassurance about that, and he did reassure her. And now, just like what he did with Christine, he's saying that he never felt that way about her, and he was trying. So I thought that in the very beginning when we first saw them that he liked her, but now I'm wondering if he was acting. I really felt like that he did love Meri, but I feel like he loved all of his wives, and then Robin came along and he fell in love because there was clearly different feelings for Robin. In their religion, marriage is an eternal covenant, according to Meri, and she doesn't know why she would want to be with someone eternally who doesn't want to be with her at all. He says they're never going to have a relationship. But even with that, she still wants to be a part of the children's lives, and she still wants to stay close to the kids and Robin. She's talking about how, okay, well, since you're deciding this, then we should be open about our story and put something out on the internet and say something about, you know, where we stand now. And he told her no, because he's not ready to face the criticism because the public criticizes him enough. The fact that Meri didn't do it lets me know that Meri is still protecting him and hurting herself because she listened to what he said. And she didn't tell her story. She has two options, according to her. She can leave or she can stay. And right now, she doesn't know what she wants to do. Kody continues to show who he really is. And I'm not liking it. And I feel like next week is going to be even better. I really don't know what to think about Janelle. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think that Janelle is truly like wanting to leave Kody? Do you feel like she's done? Or do you feel like she's doing like what she's done in the past? Because we've heard in the past that they separated and she left him and then she ended up coming back to him, because that's where I'm leaning. I'm feeling like this is only a momentary thing, and if he can get it right with her kids, that she would go back to him. Because her talking about that property lead me to be like, okay, Janelle's still playing games. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'm on the road to 400 subscribers. Thank you so much for those of you who have already subscribed. If you haven't, go ahead and do it. What are you waiting for? If you've watched my reviews more than 2 times, you should go ahead and just do it. Be a part of, the fam. Let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe. Until next time.